Hey guys, how's it going? Jeepopolis here, and today it's been about a week since I uploaded the beadlock install video, so it's time I think to finally show you how the SuperChips works. And by works, I don't necessarily mean like a whole full tutorial on it. That'd kind of be an insult to your intelligence. It's a fairly simple program and calibrator. I call it a calibrator because I have the FlashCal and not the Flash Pack. I don't have the tuner for it. You can buy that later as an upgradable software option for, I think it's like 240 bucks or something like that. With that being said, I'm gonna go into it and I'm gonna get into some of the common misconceptions about it with the JL. From there on, guys, hopefully you learned something. All right, guys, so before I jump into this too much, I want to talk about one thing, and that is the fact that SuperChips is a VIN-locked flash calibrator or computer calibrator. And what I mean by that is I had a 2015 JK before my JL. I bought the SuperChips for the JK when I upgraded the tire size on that vehicle. I thought I couldn't use it with my JL and I had to buy a whole new FlashCal because new vehicle, new VIN, so on and so forth, because it's a VIN-locked item. Not true. I called them, which most people will probably do, but save some people the hassle. You call them and you let them know, hey, you know, I got a new vehicle, this is the thing. One, does it work? If you have the FlashCal that looks like an iPod, I think it looks like an iPod, it should work. I'm not going to say it's going to, but it should work with the JL because that is the newer style that they're using. What they'll do is they'll pretty much, from their end, do a factory reset in your FlashCal. You'll plug it into the ignition software in your computer, do the update, and then that'll square you away to be able to use it with the JL. With that being said, you can use it as a diagnostic tool without updating it. So that's all good to go right out the box. You don't even need to buy the bypass module. And with that being said, that brings me to the bypass module. You can buy that separately because obviously it didn't come with it when I bought it for my JK. I had to buy that separately. It's around $100. The salesperson didn't even know that you could buy it separately. He thought it was a package item. But also with that being said, before he knew that he could do it, he was very willing to work with me in case they couldn't sell it separately to find a way for me to get it. He found out they sold it separately and he sent it on his way, and I think I got it in a week or two. It didn't take terribly long for them to get it, and they just sent it by mail. So with the bypass module, it is a pain to install. I was going to uninstall it to show you guys how to do it, and instead I'm just going to show you where it gets installed and where it bypasses from, because the clips were a pain in the butt to get to. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Alright everyone, so here is our bypass module. Once you get it all set to this point, you can go ahead and tuck it up, zip tie it up, get it out of the way, whatever. But this is the finished product. It just has two wiring harnesses going into it. Okay, I'm not 100% sure if you guys can see it, but right up here is where the two wiring harnesses would plug into, where my fingers are. Right there. That is where they plug into. It's a very cramped spot, and it is honestly a pain in the butt to get to. So that was really difficult to disconnect, and that's why I'm not reconnecting it to show you guys. So once you have your bypass module plugged in, it is as simple as plugging this into your OBD2 port on the bottom left of your driver's footwell. And once that's plugged in, you'll get this startup screen. Once the startup screen goes through, you get options, scan, that's for your codes, and then info. You can get info about the Jeep and or the FlashCal. So we're going to start with options. Turn the Jeep to the on position. Don't start it. Click OK with on. It's going to tell you to turn the vehicle to the on position. Hit OK. Establishing the communications. Alright, so I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm going to read it off. You have running options, vehicle settings, service options, add, remove, mod, return to stock, and exit. So for running options, engine idle, sway bar unlock, line lock, rock crawl lock, auto park disable. That's good for you auto drivers. Vehicle settings is where you're going to get the most use out of this. That's your tire size and gear ratio. And there's a lot of other stuff, guys. I'm not going to go through them all. Like you can turn off the seatbelt reminder. You can do standard LEDs. You can change your auto start stop. Big thing for me was going to the tire size. The 37s, somehow the math works out to 36.25 is the closest I could get it. So that's what I left it at. And then you can change a bunch of other stuff. Service options, you have resetting your module. You can initialize and calibrate a bunch of stuff. I haven't messed around with that too much yet, guys, so I am not going to speak to that. And you can, exit and check what the info is, vehicle and device, and then the scans. You can get some gauges, you can get battery voltage, and you can read and clear the DTS. After you do that, it's going to talk to the computer. It's going to tell you to turn the vehicle to the off position, hit OK, then turn the vehicle back to the on position, hit OK. And then once all that's done, you guys are good to go. You can go ahead and unplug your FlashCal. Alright guys, short one today. The FlashCal is a really good tool, and it definitely helps get your Jeep's computer back into spec range and help you for your daily driving needs. I highly suggest it. I know the Taser JL is out there too. It offers a little bit more adjustability with the tire sizes, so that helps out a lot on the Taser. I know there's some things you can do to it with the 4 high and lock that's coming out with the Taser JL Mini when he gets that update out there. With that being said, guys, there's not much to speak about this. I'm not going to insult your intelligence and go through the entirety of the thing. It's really easy and intuitive to use. If you don't know much about tuners and calibrators, it's really easy to start with. I like it. I've had it for 2.5 years now. Use it on the JK and now on the JL, and I've had good results with it. That's about it, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Do the typical YouTube stuff. And I just appreciate you guys watching the videos. It keeps me driving to do this and make them better every time. So, peace, guys.